Yo, King Earner coming to y'all live and direct. All morning I've been getting DMs being added. UFC has become a place where a lot of black people, a lot of white people, a lot of orange people, but predominantly our people are taking over. But here it is, we have two brothers beefing, going back and forth. Daniel Cormier and Jonny Bones. Daniel Cormier is in his Instagram going dead at Jonny Bones, calling him a rat, saying that he told on different individuals that got to do with working in the UFC, and he done this in order for him to be able to continue to fight, and he had drugs in his joint, all this other nonsense that he's been in trouble for. But he's saying in order for him to get out of this stuff, he actually tells. Now, I don't know Jonny Bones. All I can say is this, that if Jonny Bones is telling, I need to have the information on that. Because at the end of the day, even though it don't involve streets, it involves him doing something that's dishonorable after him already being dishonorable. We already came to the understanding. When you do dirt, you get caught, you take your dirt and do your time. If you lose, if you go to trial and you lose, you take your dirt and you do your time, and that cleans the punishment. And when you come home, you help rebuild what you once destroyed. But you don't go doing crime, get locked up, telling people and think that it's not going to come out. It's going to come all of the way out. And right now, it's question about this boy, Jonny Bones, being a rat. They says he actually gives information about the UFC, about other people that's going on, that whatever's going on in the UFC and anything else that's going on around him, he tells on in order to get lighter sentences. And they show me kind of like some things that he got himself caught up in that kind of mind boggle me also, because Jonny Bones, I need to know, King Earner need to know, are you a rat? Because, you know, these children, they look up to wrestlers, UFCs, dudes that do anything they got to do with some type of entertainment. They look up to. And if you're a rat, you need to be addressed. And you need to go publicly and allow the kids and everybody to know that you didn't take your punishment correctly. What you done, you end up becoming a rat. You end up becoming an individual who was weak, couldn't hold water, couldn't keep everybody else's business to yourself only because your business got caught. Now, if that happened, that's dishonorable. Now, if it didn't, then I need to make a video on Daniel Cormier and ask why is he all over Instagram exploiting this boy when they have a fight coming up, or are they fighting, or is he going to get a fight, or can he fight? What is going on? Why is you atting this man, calling him all these different things without the exact paperwork there? Remember, using Blue Da Vinci as an example, he confessed, so we didn't have to go looking for no work because he confessed to his work. He admitted to what he took, and that was that safety valve, and he said he cooperated. That's what you done, Blue Da Vinci. So because he done that, he gave the world that through Vlad television. I didn't have to look far. And my goal is to give, the reason why this has become my job in this angle is because I'm giving the youth the understanding that it's your role models, the ones you think that are these, oh Lord guys, these guys that got all the millions and everything. It's them that's doing all of the wrong and then trying to cover it up by continuing doing wrong and acting like a bad guy. No, it's the rat guy. That's what it is. That's what they're becoming. So youngins, don't follow that bad guy rule. I know when we was kids and y'all probably wanted to do it also, you know, cop and rob, but you wanted to be the robber instead of the cop. I understand that part. But that's when we were children. We are adults now. We're growing, and we're getting an understanding from guys like King Earner, going back and forth to jail and doing wrong things, that the streets has no honor and that you will lose majority of your family while you're sitting in the jail cell doing nothing, getting 3 free hots and the cots while everybody else is in the world being responsible. So Jonny Bones If you're a rat, please, and you change your life, do what I ask Alpo to do. Have more honor than Alpo. Well, not honor, because honor doesn't equivalent to the understanding of a rodent. So we can't say honor. Have better dignity than Alpo. You come forth. You can say it on my platform. It doesn't matter. You can go to your platform and just allow the people to know that you're Jonny Bones, the person who done recycle crime, A, which is doing wrong and then being enabled by the government to continue to do wrong by receiving down with the partridge, 5K1s, whatever the case, whatever you've done, if you've done something wrong like telling, you need to confess to it and let the youngest know that's not the right way to go the right way. The same way I'm here saying it's not the right way to go. I used to be a straight up and down negativity, and if I would have kept going back and forth in jail without no telling, I would have became a bum. But in his condition, Jonny Bones, if he did tell, is recycle crime A. So we get an understanding. In recycle crime A, individual who gets with the feds, get locked up, and tell on everything because they can't stand the heat. They go home, they end up doing more crime, end up doing more wrong, and go back. But a dude that's in my position, recycle crime B, oh, you do your time, that long stint, come home and don't want to even address the world anymore and enough in negativity, you know? So Jonny Bones need to come out, and Jonny Bones, you need to lay it all out, man. Tell the people that you know that what you done, because there's no way you're getting this little bit of time for no reason. I mean, something happened. Was it that you gave good in the community? Because that's cool. If that was the case, I'm talking to you right now, Jonny. And Mr. Bones, Jonny Bones the rat, or Jonny Bones the potential rat, or Jonny Bones, which one are you? Whatever the case, if you've done this negativity, if you went in this route, remember you have children that look up to you. Children that's going to see your name. You have almost 3 million followers. They're going to look at you, and if you are wrong and you don't tell them, they're going to be brokenhearted, and some of them not going to want to go forward with their career. But I'm letting the youngest know now, don't let that ruin your career. Don't let a role model ruin your career. Stop expecting so much out of men. He's a man. Well, if he's not if he told he's a rat. You know, bottom line. But stop expecting so much out of all human beings. Even me, when it comes down to being a positive individual, I'm a human being. Although I would never ever rat or become an individual that cooperate, I just promised myself that I also would never ever be back into the streets again. I would never cross that threshold ever again in my life. I will be here. I will be selling these shirts. I will be doing anything possible in a positive level to get better in life instead of me doing anything negative, because the goal for an individual that goes in and out of jail and didn't tell, his goal is to clean up the community and help the youth. I don't know the goal of a rat, but I'm noticing that most of the rats come out, go right back, out, right back, out, right back, because they're on a leash with the government and they're allowed to do this. They are giving passes. They are giving, you know, humanity to do whatever they want to do. Imagine that. A guy like myself being able to do everything negative. Guess what? I wouldn't continue. Anything I overdo, I always stop right away. So I would have just stopped doing it anyway. If it was a free thing where you could just be a criminal, I probably would have been stopped because I get bored with things. But these rats, they don't get bored. They don't get tired. They're going to continue to go, go, go. They're going to bring down whoever. So I need for everybody in the comments, please, if you know anything about these UFC guys, tell me, is this guy a rat? Did he commit recycle crime A? Or did he commit recycle crime B? And he seems to have not have gotten it together and going the right way like King Earner. But if he's committed recycle crime A and is an individual that done what Sammy the Bull done, come home, be another big gangster and want to sell ecstasy and all that, then we got a problem, man, because you're not helping nothing. You're not adding anything to our community. You're destroying it, you know, and you're a celebrity and children look up to you. regardless of where you say it or not, man, the children is looking up to it. And we need to make sure that you're sturdy, and we need to make sure that, because it might be my child or somebody else's child that may look up to your nonsense. And although they may continue to still like you as an athlete, now they'll know that the streets really is a lie, because Johnny Bones had become an individual who told, or they would know the streets is a lie by Johnny Bones, the individual that got in trouble, and he's rectifying his life. I'm King Gurner from the Honor Your Life campaign, and Daniel Cormier, I hope that everything that you're saying is correct. I mean, I pray that it's not for the children's sake, because a lot of people will be hurt, but for your sake, because I'm going to want to know why you put this nonsense out about that man. If you're telling a lie, I want to know why. I would want to know, what's your whole agenda? Is it the truth, like somebody DM me and said, you can't beat this guy, so this is why you're putting out the lie? Is this the case? In protection and accepting to the fact that maybe Johnny Bones isn't a rat? Is this the case? Are you trying to hinder this man from having a lot of fans by saying he's a rat? Because now I'm tuned all the way in. And if he's not the rat, you're just as bad as a rat by putting out that lie. It's treason, and there's no honor in that, cuz. None. Furthermore, I would like to know why you went to Instagram anyway and do it. It doesn't make any sense if you really got a problem. You guys are fighters. You just go in the ring or sign off to something that don't have nothing to do with the ring, where y'all be in the street with it and rip, because it don't look good as role models. You putting this nonsense up if it ain't true, and you're putting it up without paperwork. Start putting things up with paperwork or video of them confessing this. King Gurner, live and direct.